This is my take on this action figure by JNB Toys, and this is the and this is a third-party unlicensed action figure, and as the name suggests, to avoid any lawsuits or anything legalities against Lucas or Disney, they had to do it, so you won't be able to see words such as Star Wars, Jedi Knight, or Luke Skywalker. The box is thick and smooth, and for a 6-inch figure, I think it's really very thick. At the back of the box, you can see all the accessories it comes with. It has the heads, alternate hands, hologram of Grogu, Dark Trooper, basin stand, lightsaber, and the blaster that it comes with it. 6 pairs of hand that you can use for this action figure. So that's pretty much it for the count. Everything is already here, as you can see. So for the packaging, it's being served into 2 trays of styrofoam. Technically, it's 3, including the cover, but yeah. This is the action figure. It has the hologram of Grogu, as you've seen on the previews at the back of the box of this figure. And if there's anything I hate about it, is that you really need to dip deeper just to get the alternate hands. So I had to use some pliers to remove mine on this one. Well, for the blaster and the lightsaber, it's not that deep, but yeah, I still had to use some pliers just to get those stuff out of those styrofoam. So this is the actual action figure. This is Luke Skywalker with the cape, with the wire cape robe. So the hood is on a wire, and beneath the robe, it's also in a wire. It's soft goods. Everything here is in soft goods, which I really like about this action figure. So if you take out the hood out of the figure, you'd see how good the material is. I mean, I really can feel it. It's really good. The hood is on a wire. The end of it is on a wire, and then you can pull in and pull it out like that. It has a snap-on feel to it, so it locks in place when you put it on the action figure. For the action figure itself, here it is. So for a 6-inch scale, this is a more definitive look of the character compared to any releases that I've seen so far, like SH Figure Arts or the Mayfex and Black series. For the articulation, it can have tilting action, it can move up and down, and for the arm, it can raise that far. It has a double jointed hinge joint. The wrist can move sideways. So it's just a standard 6-inch range of motion. So it's like a mix of Mayfex or HH Figure Arts and Black Series. Unfortunately, it doesn't feel like it has a butterfly swivel. I mean, the butterfly joint, but it has a decent motion on the arms and the forearms. It has a bicep swivel, yes, but it really lacks of butterfly joint. I really feel like it doesn't have one. It doesn't do much split because of the range of motion of brought by the soft goods. It really restricts it from moving more. It doesn't have a thigh swivel. It really feels like it doesn't have it. Not just because of the soft goods, but the base body doesn't feel like it has one. For the leg raise, it can raise as far as that. Thanks again for the soft goods. I think this is one of the disadvantages of having a soft goods in an action figure. It restricts the articulation. And by far, Mesgo is the only one who have somewhat perfected it at the moment. But for this one, yeah, it's a bit of a letdown, but still, it looks good. It has a double hinge joint. Yeah, so the entire leg can swivel, but unfortunately it doesn't have an ankle pivot because, again, thanks for the plastic boot cut here. Hopefully for their upcoming figures, if ever this toy line would still see the light of day, they would still, work something out on that particular piece. Because it doesn't stand, it's very hard to put a figure on a standing pose, but it can kneel on a decent range, but still, you still need that ankle pivot to do more and help you further to get that certain pose. It can go downwards like that. It slightly can go backwards like that. It has somewhat a waist articulation, but again, thank you Soft Goods for restricting it. Yeah, I think they really should study how Mesco does it. The belt is also on a synthetic leather-ish feel to it. And the tunic itself, this gray thing, I think you can remove it. And I really do hope they really work something out on that boot cut, on the pivot, ankle pivot. We have here the force casting hands. We have the slightly open slip splayed hands, the blaster holding hands. Yeah, the lightsaber wielding hand. Unfortunately, on the packaging, it says it has 3 pairs of hands, but mine only comes with 5, excluding the default hands that comes with the figure. So I kind of feel like I'm still missing one piece of hand right there. Here's the alternate head. So it's like a wind blowing effect on the hair kind of look, and still looks good. Again, it's the definitive Luke Skywalker 6-inch figure that I've seen in my entire life. Then here's the hologram of Grogu, and it somewhat resembles the one that they had with the Black Series that came with the Mandalorian figure, the 2-pack thing with lots of accessories. So it's exactly the same mold, but the hologram is way bit bigger than the Black Series one, as you can see here. Nicely done. I'm not sure what was the thought process behind it, but yeah, it's nicely done. The blaster, I find the blaster really thin, made of solid plastic, but it's very thin for my taste. Now here's the second tray. So this one holds the Dark Trooper prop, the one that's seen in the Mandalorian. It has a good weight to it. It's made out of hard plastic. It has a die-cast feel, but I think it's a hard plastic feel. It's made out of hard plastic, definitely. It has a nice paint apps on it and some effects like a slashing, lightsaber slashing right there at the chest. Well painted, well sculpted. It comes with a base and a stand, and I think I really like how they made the base here because it's very unique to other stands that I've seen so far made out of plastic. It's still made of plastic though, but it feels like it's somewhat near a glass and plastic where, well, if it falls off it will break into pieces, so you really need to be careful. And this is the stand, as you can see here. So it reminds me of those stand that comes with a 1/6 scale figure. So you can pull it up a little, so you can use that to maybe put the figure right there, or you can use other action figures that can be fit to have that molded into place on the stand. For the lightsaber, yeah, so mine's a little bit warped. The default one, it's made out of soft plastic, while the dynamic slashing effect, a lightsaber piece, it's still made out of plastic, but it somewhat had a solid feel to it. It's easily uh, to attach it on the lightsaber. So if you have a Black Series or an HH figure arts or effects, it's just not a, it's a no-brainer on how to put it like that. This is how Luke stands next to Darth Vader, the Black Series figure. They are not particularly in proportion, because I know Darth Vader is far more taller than Luke Skywalker. But if you're in toy photography, that's not a hard thing to pull off. But they really good, they really look good together. But yeah, so the height is a bit off if you're really nitpicky, but to me it's just good for the meantime until maybe JNB Toys decide to come up with their own version of Darth Vader, and I really am looking forward to it. Now, here is the Luke Skywalker again standing next to the Mandalorian Black Series and the Boba Fett. All of these two are from the Black Series line. The scale is okay. I mean, the height is okay. I don't have any gripes on it. And then this is how tall it is next to a HH Figure Arts Ultraman figure. I forgot how they pronounce it. It's Shoko Seiho or something like that. But yeah, my apologies. I keep forgetting how they pronounce it. Yep. So this is how it looks like with the HH Figure Arts Ultraman figure. It looks good. So to remove the belt, yeah, so it's on a synthetic leather-ish feel to it. So there's like a pin at the back, but you can slide it downwards as well, just to make, if you wanna do it, because it's very loose. So you can really take it out easily. So either you slide it downwards, or you use the pin at the back of it to have it removed. And then at the back of the tunic, there's a Velcro. But you need to be careful not to ruin the entire cloth. So you can also take that one out. The motif of the cloth here is in between of the Return of the Jedi, the Mandalorian, and the Book of Boba Fett. So if you want to have him wear the all black suit, that we've seen in the movies and in the series, then you can do that as well. And to be honest, it really gives a better look at the figure. I just really hope that they use maybe a magnet just to attach those belts aligned accordingly, so it won't look very loose. But maybe that's something that we can do some customization in the future. But yeah, it really looks good on the figure. I just really hope the belt is not that loose. So for an 6-inch figure, this is the best one that you'll get. To me, to be honest, I really like it. Despite the hindrances of the articulation, this is the best one for me. I know how articulated SH Figure Arts and Mayfax is, and Black Series even. But I'm more on the accuracy of the character, so this one really is the best one. 6-inch figure for me. But if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, please comment down below. Thank you, Rafi and Prince Draco, for giving me the opportunity to have this figure. I really appreciate that, guys. So please like and subscribe. Later. 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
stopping me.